Welcome to Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, a unique and special environment in college football. This crowd coming together to make up the 12th man, trying to make it very difficult for any opponent. All of us feeling very lucky to be here. Number one versus number two. It is built to this, and the college football world is just stopping to watch and see what happens in this game. It could very well be a preview of a playoff matchup, as we'll see the number two team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Will kick it away to start us off. The kick goes out of bounds. How about this for a start? Pretty easy call. She will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the handoff. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And, Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently, and even Isaiah Spiller. Good, tough blend of toughness and speed.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They call the counter play here. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. Linebackers making some adjustments now. And there's the handoff. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, it's a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
Went after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. today. And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. In the first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
Here comes a handoff. Fights off a defender. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that one.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He's running out of time here. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, and he can't hang on with a little screen pass there. That's going to bring up third.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking for a deep completion. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On the run, it's Cole. Fighting him off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The pass is intercepted, and he's got some open field ahead. At the 30, inside the 20. Touchdown, A&M. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option, he has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That one moves the ball across the 40.
A pickup of 8. Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 14, Florida 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Gators pick up enough for a first down. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Second down.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And here comes a deep shot. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. The Gators will have to kick this away. That's the first punt of the afternoon for this offense. We'll see what he can do with the return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return.
Will take over first and 10.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. They're going to run it here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebacker shifting around now. It's a toss to the left side. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push. And once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. They'll hand it off. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The shotgun handoff here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Keeping it on the ground here. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First down here for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They feed it to the back again and again. Nowhere to run. The running game has been smothered. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Tailback takes the handoff again. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. He knocks this one right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking right, this one caught. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to make a big play downfield. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
That makes the score. Texas A&M 17, Florida 7.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Some of the crowd hoping for more, but the coach content to take this lead into halftime. And Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Texas A&M 17, Florida 7.
And the Aggies will kick this away to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Gators offense retakes the field. They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this is the risk you take when you run this play. Sometimes it works, sometimes it backfires. And this time it backfires on the offense by going backwards for a tackle for loss.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He pulls it in for a big gain. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. It's a run. Running back's got it. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking for the wide out. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains that you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Texas A&M offense back on the field. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back.
With the carry is the running back. Tackle at the 40-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down play coming up. The receiver's got it on a jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Boy, he was so close to getting to the outside and coming up with some huge yards. But, hey, let's give credit to the defense. This receiver is really fast, and they were very, very fortunate not to give up a big play.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. They'll run it from the gun. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Get some space around the 30. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field.
Let's go!
Oh, here comes the reverse. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. And the runner takes off to his right. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 17, Florida.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Smart in the offense, keep the ball on the ground, try to keep working that clock. The defense needs a stop if they want to give their offense any chance at a late comeback.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This air attack is still unstoppable. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. The Florida offense retakes the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Cole. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, The pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls in.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. And the Gators will come to the line to run the hurry up. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer.
That is the score. Texas A&M 24, Florida.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 11, set to kick it away.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Here's the second down play. And now the handoff. That picks up a first down. We'll spot it at the 39.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
First down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. A gain makes it second and medium. Now here's the toss play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already out of the game.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They'll run it here. And they'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Running with purpose. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Aggies will look to convert here on 4th down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this fourth down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that first down.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. It's victory formation. The quarterback will kneel down. Well, here we are, midpoint of the season, and this group is still marching along undefeated, chasing a perfect record and getting a lot of attention, Kirk, at this point.
Well, they're as good as anybody that we've seen all year long in college football. They are headed towards that college football playoff and a shot at a national championship. Now, the thing is, they just need to remain focused on each week that lies ahead of them. If they're able to do that, you've got a dangerous football team here.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.